Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, thanks for watching the Bulldog Show. Today's show is sponsored by Deters Law. Well, Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson was sworn in yesterday as a United States Supreme Court Justice. If you looked across all the land, she definitely is not suitable to be on the United States Supreme Court when compared to others, but this is politics, the highest level, and this is Joe Biden's appointment. Good Morning America messed up and called her the first black Supreme Court Justice, which she's not. She is the first woman black justice on the Supreme Court, and she replaces Stephen Breyer. So the votes on the Supreme Court, as far as the blocks go, does not change. Biden shuffled away when he was having his little press conference at the completion of the NATO conference. Shuffled away, didn't want to, I'm out of here. And what did he say? Russia, Russia, Russia. Sounded like Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. Blamed everything on Russia. Everything. Unbelievable. And again, I'm the only person that I know of in the country who's talking about this. I got to ask you this question. I want to ask you this question. What is it that they wanted the war? They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything to stop this war. They wanted the war. Then they do all this stuff after the fact that they could have done before the war to prevent the war. This is sick. The Ukrainian people ought to hate Joe Biden's administration because they wanted them to have war with Russia. Sick. The big blame game. Blame Russia. The recession is here, based upon all the reports from the Fed. Recession is here. The economic indicators, as they call them, says we are now in a recession. The Guatemalan president says Kamala Harris is a joke, says we need better communication. Didn't I do a show yesterday on my governor's race about the importance of communication? Here is the Guatemalan president saying, border policy is a failure. We need better communications. And by the way, speaking of that, Hispanics, by a majority, support Trump's policies on the border. AOC wants us to abolish the Supreme Court. This woman is like a radical of radicals, and she sits in the United States Congress. Abortion laws. States are, remember what I did I'm a prophet, am I not? I said, political litigation is never ending. It's for the lawyer's feast. Even though the Supreme Court ruled the way they ruled, you have all of these people out there talking about all this stuff. I mean, abortion, codification of abortion, Supreme Courts or state courts blocking laws that are consistent with the decision of the U.S. Supreme Court. Makes no sense. American pride is way, 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 way down. And what's amazing, tells you how messed up this country is, the Democrats are pretty well even. The Republicans are the ones with the pride that is descended. Independents have the worst pride. And what it is what's going on in the country. You know, we all love America, but what's happening to our country is just awful. This is sports, but it's pretty big news. USC and UCLA are going to join the Big Ten. Looks like we're headed to two conferences down the road in football. Karine Jean-Pierre just continues to flops. People are now shooting at her. You know how politics are. They eat their own. You know, well, we're going to put a lesbian out there. That's all that matters. If she's black, she's a lesbian, you get the job, instead of whether she's competent or not. Then again, who can defend what he does? Biden makes all the excuses on fuel, all of them. And some of the excuses he makes are, well, it's bad in other countries too. Doesn't that make you feel better? Well, it's bad in other countries too. The EPA decision that the Supreme Court made is absolutely big. Why? It reins in these regulatory agencies, reins in that executive power of the pen, just executive orders. Congress needs to act. Chad Meredith is going to be the next federal judge in Kentucky. And you know how? Think about this. He's a McConnell guy. McConnell made this deal with Biden. Kentucky, your U.S. Senator from Kentucky made a deal with Joe Biden to get his man. What did he give Biden for this? What did he give Biden? Mitch McConnell is a political gangster of the first order. Meanwhile, you got Pete Buttigieg saying he's launching a program for racial equity in roads. What's that mean? Last but not least, Powell, the Fed chief, says about inflation, how little we understand inflation. This is the Fed chief saying that. We understand inflation and how it happens. Inflation has been taught in economics courses forever. But the Fed chairman says, we don't understand it. Nuts. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.